Hello friends, today I am going to give an introduction to the business letters. Before going to that, let me tell you what is letter. A letter is a communication between the sender and the receiver in a written document, written format. So this is a very important document, letter, because it's always evidence. What you have written, what they wrote, and everything is visible. It's a document, you can say written document. So that is why drafting letter is very important. Whenever you are drafting, whenever you are receiving letter, that's the very important document. You need to be very careful. So before going to this letters, business letters, two types of letters are there. Let me tell you. One is personal letters, the other one is business or formal letters. Personal letters are informal. Business letters are formal. It's related to the office, business and everywhere. For personal letters, there is not much introduction is not required. It is the personal between the friends, between the relatives or anyone, kith and kin. You can just have a strong relations and convey a message. We just draft a letter, personal. There is no format, flexible, and the style is also free from any kind of prescribed style and all these things. Just you can go ahead. And business letters are formal letters. So a particular definition, particular purpose, administrative purpose, rules and regulations you wanted to say, appointment and resignation and promotion and change of roles, like or giving an order to the other company, want material or inquiry, lot of letters. These are all we call it as the official letters or business letters. This is very important, and based on your letter, people will be deciding that whether the organization is good or bad, and your drafting style, your attitude, everything will be reflecting on this letter. So that is why you need to be very careful. A certain rules, certain principles, effective principles you have to know, you have to understand the drafting styles of this business letter. So I am going to discuss today 10 principles for this business drafting letters. The first principle is here, definite purpose. For every business letter or formal letter, there will be a particular definition or particular purpose will be there. That purpose you must know. Based on that purpose, you will start writing the letter. So purpose please come to know. Then after that, you can just go ahead for the letter writing. Now language. Language is also very much important. What is the language you are using? Always use crisp, clear language. Don't feel that if I use jargon words, technical words, tough words, it will be good. No, don't feel like that, because suppose a CEO of an organization, he may be non-technical background, you are using technical jargon words, so it doesn't make any sense. He cannot understand, especially common man cannot understand. So that is why always drafting letter, you must use simple language, easy words, easy language you use it, so that it will be easy for them to understand. Next one is avoid long and complex sentences. This is also very important. Many people will be using this long sentences, complex sentences. So no one is having that much of time to understand the long sentences. Suppose a manager who will be receiving daily hundreds or thousands of letters, and a person who is drafting a letter like this, he does not have that much of time to read, and moreover he will be irritated with this kind of language. So that is why no long sentences, no complex sentences not required. And standards in drafting. There are different standards, different formats in business letters. In the coming class, I am going to discuss that standards you need to follow. So like block style and half block style, different styles are there, letter writing, business letters. So this style, a particular format, you have to choose it, you have to stick to that format only. Don't simply draft as per your wish. These letters, most of the time you will be drafting these letters, you will be sending these letters through the post, normal post or speed post, or through the pages, or even through the mails also you can send, in any way. But drafting style is very much important. Remember what is the style you are following, please stick to the same style. And another one is attitude of the writer. Who is drafting the letter? That's very important. His attitude, his language, his feelings, everything will be reflecting in the letter. That is why it should be given to a bright person who have a good language, whose attitude is very much positive. So that letter also will become official and good letter. So that is why attitude of the writer will be reflecting in the letter. So please be careful about the attitude of this writer. And next one, directness and conciseness. Please write directly and concise it. No one is having that much of time to read, and don't include unnecessary information. Please come to the direct point, wish and come to the point, use less words, less sentences, and directly what do you want to convey, just draft it in a simple way. So that is very much important. Then after that, highlight the essential point. It is very important. If you are drafting through a mail or if you are drafting a direct letter, please highlight the important points. How you can highlight? You can underline, or you can use highlighter, or you can use bold letters. So like you can just eye-catching words, eye-catching sentences, what you are expecting, that you need to highlight so that it will be easy to catch, easy to understand also. Next one is that be tactful and sincere. You know, business letters are different kinds of letters, like inquiry and giving a complimentary, or otherwise sometimes complaint and appreciations or demotions or any kind of action taking. Different kinds of letters will be there. So for each and every letter, reading and giving reply, for this knowledge is required, and tactfully handling the situation is very much required. So be careful, understand each and every situation tactfully according to the situation. Each and every letter will have different kind of style, different kind of answer. So one situation is different from the definitely other situation. So tactfully you have to read, tactfully you have to handle, think it, what will be the correct answer. If needed, take the permission, take the advice of your colleagues or your boss or your subordinates, anyone. But you must handle it very tactfully, because that is going to make image on your organization and on you also. That is why please tactfully handle it very sincerely, seriously. Then free from mistakes. Never do any mistakes, because it's a written document. Letter is a written document. Keep your letter free from any kind of mistakes, just like grammatical mistakes and spelling mistakes. Sometimes vague expressions, vague talk also will be including. So all these things please check, recheck, go for spell check. Then after that you can just go for the final. So this is about free from mistakes. And lastly, checklist. Checklist is important. Keep some checklist, that to whom you are drafting, what is the definite purpose of that letter, and is it drafted properly. Check the language and everything before posting, and take the advice of someone. Once if you are confirmed, then only you can just go for the disposal of that letter. So checklist is very important. 10 points I have discussed today for business formal letters. Let me give you a recap. First, definite purpose of that letter. Language, use it crisp, easy language. Avoid jargon language. Avoid long and complex sentences, because no one is having that much of time to understand. And standards in drafting. Different standards are there that you need to understand. Follow a particular standard. Then attitude of the writer, which will be reflecting on the letter. So it must be always positive. The directness and conciseness. Just avoid the long sentences and unnecessary information which is already included. Avoid it, concise it, come to the point and draft letter. Highlight the essential point. It will be easy for others to catch the exact information what do you want to say. And in the same, be tactful and sincere. You receive a lot of letters, you have to give a reply. So for each case you have to be very careful according to the situation, according to the need. Be careful in drafting the letter tactfully and free from mistakes. Recheck your letter before disposing, like grammatical mistakes and spelling mistakes and vague expressions and all these things. And lastly, checklist, to whom you are sending and what is the purpose, definition, is it drafted properly or not, and body language of the letter and style of the letter, everything recheck it. Then you can go for dispose. So that's all about the business letters introduction. Hope you understood. In the coming classes I am going to talk about different styles of business letters and different formats of business letters. Everything I am going to discuss in detail. Please be in touch, learn the subject well. It will be useful for your career and in future also. So any doubts you can mention in the downside of the comment box. Keep practicing well, stay blessed, keep smiling, keep shining. Good luck.